to the bustling street. Lathrop's got the soul, feel the heartbeat. Every word we share makes the moment complete. Yeah. Living Lathrop, oh, we're live on stage. Voices in motion, turning every page.
Hi there, and welcome back to Live in Lathrup Village podcast. I'm Lauren Barris, resident and producer of the Lathrup Village Music Festival. And today I'm here with Austin Colson, the director of the DDA Community and Economic Development. Is that right?
Correct.
And Tom Kennedy, the DDA project coordinator. Is that
Yes.
right? Okay,
Nailed
great.
it.
Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
really nice. So my first question is, I've had a business before, not in Lathrup Village, but in Northville. And so I had personal relationship with the DDA. Obviously, I know you guys too, because of our relationship with the music festival. But I think a lot of people, number one, do not know what the DDA is. So I'd like you to describe that if you could. And then also, I think a lot of people don't understand what the DDA district is. We hear a lot of that about the DDA district. So could you explain those two things to us?
Yes, the DDA comes from a state law that allows local communities to create an economic development district. So it's called tax increment financing. So when the district is created, they'll cap the property taxes in the district, and then any additional increase in value, that proceeds go to the DDA. And the whole intent is to improve the district infrastructure, improve its vitality, improve programming for the businesses, and also to create a district that allows businesses to thrive. So we want to give the businesses the best opportunity to be successful here in Lathrup Village. And our DDA district includes Southfield Road from 12 Mile to the north to Lincoln to the south, all of 11 Mile from Evergreen to Lathrup Boulevard, and then also 12 Mile as well.
Oh, okay. So the district is the streets, the main business area streets.
Yep.
And then that goes, because I know you guys have used some of that money to pave alleyways, for
Yes.
instance. So it goes from the curb to the alley.
Yes.
Okay.
So some communities, they had it where it's a specific business district within the city. So like Ferndale, their district is along Woodward and 9 Mile, where here in Lathrup Village, we're only 1.5 square miles. So it's all of the commercial corridors. And the intent is for infrastructure improvements, like you mentioned, with the alleyways.
Mhm.
We did that for the last 4 to 5 years. We've been improving the alleyways. A lot of communities, that is one of the infrastructure that really falls behind, because it's something that is heavily traveled. There's a lot of delivery trucks, a lot of high weight vehicles are on them, so they break down quickly. And then another big important aspect of it is stormwater management. A lot of stormwater is funneled and graded towards the alleyway.
That was stormwater
Yes.
management?
Yep.
Okay.
And with us having here in Lathrup Village, having a drain and ditch system, we need to be very mindful of where we direct water. So the in the alleyway underneath, there are water pipes that run the water out
Wow.
and away from the commercial and residential properties.
I had no idea about that. So all the monies that you collect through the DDA, through the business district, is all used through the DDA to improve the economic area, the district,
Yeah, it improves the district. So any of the infrastructure in there, as well as any type of grant programs we have. So we offer a sign and facade grant. We're getting ready to launch that for this coming year, where it'll be one $10,000 grant for facade and two $10,000 grants for signs. That's one of like the most expensive costs for a new business is
Right.
a sign. They're very costly. So any additional improvements is only going to better improve the aesthetics of the district. And also another goal of DDA is placemaking. So it's taking the concepts and goals that come from the master plan, which we just kicked off the updating of our master plan
Right.
last month. which we're going to have meetings throughout the year so that residents and business owners and visitors can come and meet with those of us with the DDA, but also with our consultant who is drafting the plan and updating it for us. So it's both the master plan and our parks plan, which will come together as our comprehensive plan. And we will, we just had a meeting last week at our planning commission that discussed what goals and data that our planning commission members want and need to help draft the plan and also to finalize it. And also last month or in October, we had a SWOT. So strength, opportunities, and
strength, weakness,
so we just,
opportunity, threat. We weren't able to do the opportunities and threats at the kickoff meeting in October, and I think it was due to time constraints because we only had 2 hours.
What does that mean that you just said?
Okay, so strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We call it a SWOT analysis in the realm of government. And what you do is you analyze the strengths of, and you're going to go, but you analyze the threats, you analyze all opportunities, you analyze all the weaknesses and all the strengths. This is what you perceive. And you could have people who agree with you, this is a strength and this is a weakness, but they have an inverse where some people think that your weakness is actually a strength. When you put everything together, you're able to kind of, at the end of the day, get a conglomerate answer of this is what we have that is our unified strength. This is what we have that's unified weakness. So if we have a strength, we play into your strengths and you try to replace your weaknesses with something. Your opportunities replace your weaknesses, but you also have threats that can kind of dwarf everything. So how do you tackle the threats? It's analyzing all of what you have in your community.
Very interesting. Sorry to interrupt you. How can you translate that for us in what that looks like in the community?
So let's, in this community, how many salons do we have? We have quite a few. That's not really a diversity of businesses, but that is something that you can play into. So where one person can say there's too many salons, that's a weakness. Other people may say, no, we have a lot of salons and that makes us unique because no other community has the amount of salons that we do. So we're Salon City, USA, right? So that's a strength of somebody. So you play into that strength. You really lean into the fact that you have all these salons and they are all unique.
Right, that's a great example.
What's another weakness that we may have? We don't have a lot of restaurants. The restaurants that we do have, they're good. I love going there and I love eating at our restaurants, but there's also not a lot of variety. So how do you play into your weakness? How do you change your weakness? Well, there's an opportunity. You bring in some more diversity of restaurants or a diversity in businesses, right? Those are your opportunities. And then what are the threats? Well, a lot of threats are just stuff that you can't really account for, right? Economic downturn, huge threat that everyone is facing right now.
Also the construction of 696,
yes,
two-year project, and some people may see it as a good thing because we're going to have this beautiful roadway with new stormwater management, while other people are going to go, yeah, but it's affected my clientele. They can't get to my business. And last summer, not this past summer, but summer of 2024, we had the repaving of Southfield Road, which was another weakness where others saw it as a opportunity. It was something that was good that was happening. So it's really a baseline. It gives us a baseline of where we're at. What is it that is going good for us in the community when it comes to our businesses? And what is it that's not going well, but we want to see it do better?
Great.
And something that's a threat or a weakness this year can definitely be an opportunity or a strength next year.
Interesting.
So it's not all black and white. There is a lot of gray in this whole area here.
I feel like I could talk to you guys about this forever. Like there's so much to learn. So if you were going to leave us with something today, what is something you'd like to personally see happen next year, Austin? Do you have something that you would like to personally see happen next year?
Yes, I would love to see us get our master plan wrapped up, have it adopted by the end of this time next year in 2026. And also have the beginning of rezoning of 12 Mile. Right now, that entire stretch of 12 Mile on the northern border of Lathrup Village and Southfield, it, besides the corners along Southfield Road, is all zoned office.
Oh,
So the property owners ask, like, what can I do with my building besides it being an office? Because there's a significant amount of Class A available office space just next door in Southfield. So business owners are like, I don't want to invest a significant amount of money into my building when the retail just isn't there.
right.
The way this is the first year where the development of data centers will outpace office because the demand just is no longer there.
Right.
So we would love to see it be rezoned to mixed use, which allow different use types, different type of businesses, have possible residential on the second floor. And it's also going to bring in new investment, new investors, new businesses that wouldn't have been able to even be placed there previously. So I'd love to see the rezoning of 12 Mile be complete.
Excellent. How about you, Tom? I know you're project coordinator,
Yeah.
so we didn't even talk about events in this segment. Maybe we can do that another time.
We can do that
But
another
what
time.
would you like to see? What would you like to see come to fruition next year?
I'm going to play off of the completion of the master plan, actually. I want to see, and this is something that Austin and I are going to be working on, I want to see us become a cohort with Recast City, which is going to be something that we can rezone 12 Mile to, that will allow for small scale, I get, what was the term that they use? Small scale industry?
Yep.
This is, nothing big. You're not doing welding shops or woodworking shops. You're doing a 3D print farm. You're doing, you're making, she referenced bioengineering. Funnily enough, making retainers for a dentist is considered bioengineering. I didn't know that. But it's something that can be done very easily. So getting all of 12 Mile rezoned, becoming a Recast City cohort, and getting us redevelopment ready certified with the MEDC, which we're almost there.
Yep.
But completing all that next year, I think will set us up for 2027 and beyond.
Yeah,
Great.
getting it to be a part of the Recast leaders cohort, selecting 5 communities to be able to be a part of this opportunity to work with a consultant to create an economic development strategy, with the focus being any products that can be created on site.
Yeah.
So it's anything that's produced on site. Could be lotion, could be 3D printed dental retainers, anything that's produced on site, packaged, and then sold in a retail location right in the city in the same building.
Wow.
And we also have a great opportunities for the public to engage with the DDA and our planning consultant for the master plan. In February, during the Planning Commission's meeting, which is the 3rd Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. in City Council chambers on the 2nd floor of City Hall, we'll be discussing housing. In the 3rd Tuesday of March, we'll be discussing transportation. And then in April or May, we'll be discussing economic development. And then we're also going to have pop-up opportunities. So we're going to go to Bigby, we're going to go to Panera, we're just going to pop up a table and talk to residents while they're walking by.
That's
to engage with them. So we're going to meet people where they're at.
That's terrific, because like I said, I think a lot of people don't understand what the DDA is or what you do. And it sounds exciting, and I'm looking forward to your next steps in the
it's
community.
It's fun. And the DDA is an economic development tool that doesn't take money away from the city. It directs it to be reinvested in our commercial district.
That's terrific.
And if anyone does have any questions, they're free to call us, email us, talk to us.
Walk on in.
You can walk on in. We don't have traditional office hours. We will meet you if you want to meet us. So if you have any questions, always just call us.
Yep.
Great. What's a quick number they can call you at?
248-557-2600. The extension 246 gets you my phone.
Perfect.
What's your extension?
212.
212.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much for being with us today.